Good afternoon. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for October 31st, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding, well, all orders and directives, and being streamed live via YouTube for public viewing. Do we have the annex here today?
Judge, they were given the wrong time, so they logged in early.
Oh, okay.
I've been reaching out to attorneys to see they can log in earlier. Judge.
Oh, for the 3 o'clock docket?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. So let's get started. Who's first?
Top of page 16, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2023-0D04116, State of Texas versus Uriel Valdemir Alas. Announcement of counsel, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state's ready.
Jose Crochet on behalf of Mr. Alice, we are ready, Your Honor.
And Mr. Alas is appearing remotely. Is that your client, Mr. Trochet?
We did give him the, I don't see one. Mr. Alas, can you wave your hand or wherever you are?
I'm right here, sir.
Oh, there he is. Yes, that's my client, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alas. If you would, well, I may leave you unmuted. We are here, I believe we were set for pretrial 2801s, but I received, Mr. Trochet, a notification from PR Bond that he was testing positive for marijuana. He had tested positive on the 13th. And then, let me see, client is on PR Bond, intensive, complete drug test by the 13th. He admitted to PR that he takes some type of CBD to treat health issues. So he's testing positive. I held off on signing the violation notice so we could come here for an admonishment. Mr. Alas, you are required not to use, well, let me ask you, Mr. Trochet, have you talked to your client about this?
I did, Your Honor. We also submitted a kind of voluminous records, medical records from, let me see, it was from La Mente Behavioral Health to the prosecutor. I doubt seriously he's had a chance to go through those yet.
No, I have not.
Recent, but Your Honor, we did talk about this incident, and I think some well-meaning family member gave him, something to eat, and unfortunately, and I warned him that wherever it may be legal, it's not legal here. So that's the problem, and he now understands that, Your Honor, or at least I hope he does. And so to answer your question, yes, Your Honor, we spoke about it, and I admonished him also, Your Honor.
Mr. Alas, please understand the reason that you're here and that I ordered that you be here for this hearing is because PR Bond is telling me you're testing positive, and that's a violation of your bond conditions. It would have been very simple for me to sign off on that capias, that violation notice, and throw you back in jail. It doesn't appear that you had any other issues reporting, but you cannot continue if it was an accident. I don't know what the reason was that you tested positive. I will say PR Bond was noticed on there that you were forthcoming. In other words, you weren't trying to hide anything. You brought it up to PR Bond. But as long as you understand now, you cannot be consuming any illegal drug or alcohol while you're on bond. Okay.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
so this is your one chance. This is your one chance not to get your bond revoked for non-compliance of those conditions, okay?
Yes, ma'am. May I add something?
Why don't you wait and talk to me, and I'll convey it to the court. I always get nervous when my clients talk in front of a judge.
Mr. Alas, it's probably a better idea that I don't hear from you right now. You can discuss something with your attorney, and then he can kind of filter that. If I need to know something, he will bring it to the court's attention. The reason I'm saying that is because right now, I'm not signing any kind of order for your arrest based on your violating your bond conditions. Don't let there be anything in the future, okay, that comes up. So with that, I don't know, Mr. Trochet, it looks like he's still trying to get my attention.
I just wanted to see if I can get if there's a way where I can get help again.
Yes, you will, and that's what I'm talking to Mr. Vandenberg about. And so, yeah, and then Mr. Vandenberg and I will approach the court as to some sort of disposition that'll get you the help you need. Yes, sir. We're working on that very hard.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Trochet. Thank you, Mr. Alas, for appearing, okay?
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Your Honor.
Okay,
May I be excused?
you may. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's next? Thank you, Mr. Alas. You're excused as well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Staying on page 16.
Mhm.
In cause number 2020-0D0-0443 and 2019-0D0-5734, State of Texas versus Liste Corona. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
Good afternoon, Judge Ruben Ortiz, on behalf of Ms. Corona.
Good
Lucia
morning.
Mendoza from Probation Department.
Thank you, Ms. Mendoza. And I do see Ms. Corona is here. I just lost the probation case summary. Let me see if I can find it. Ms. Mendoza, you may
Yes.
get me started.
Okay, well, I can tell you, Judge, that she has been working community service. She's down to 153.50 out of 300.
That's great.
She made a payment also, probation fees. Which she's still behind on her probation fees, but she made a good payment.
Are her probation fees at $25?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's retroactive reduce her monthly fees to $25.
Thank you.
What else?
Okay, also, I don't know if you recall, Your Honor, but this is a case that Ms. Corona was in jail while we wanted her to be screened for the Takumi.
Mhm.
And then after hearings, you order for her to install the device.
Mhm.
And also, we follow up with the Takumi, and I did receive an email from her caseworker, who is Sarah Barrera, and she did advise me that Ms. Corona has been in compliance with her medication and appointments. She has a next appointment on November the 2nd. She reapplied for Medicaid, and everything is in good stand with the caseworker with Takumi.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, as far as the device, Your Honor, she's still working on latest and miss. There's some couple of total skips. The miss is couple like half an hour, but there's some others that have a lot of hours. So let's just say, for an example, she didn't blow on the midnight. She didn't blow until the following day. So those are considered many hours to blowing late. I just got the most recent one as of yesterday, Your Honor. She still has 6, and I will say, there's four miss, but then 2 skips, which is she didn't blow until the following day. And I can be more specific, on October the 15th. She didn't blow that for the midnight, and she didn't blow the 14 midnight, and then the 15 5 a.m. to 5 to 8 a.m. She blew until 8:20 a.m.
Is it 3 test windows, Ms. Mendoza?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that's what kind of popped out to me on the case summary was I saw there was several entries, but most of them were late, like within an hour. I did see though the ones that were considered skips, there were huge delays in the testing.
Yes.
So I guess I just want to know, Mr. Ortiz, do we know why are we having issues with the monitor?
I can tell you, Judge, that there was an issue regarding a
Service to the unit?
yeah, the machine was broken at one time. I have a letter from an email. I'm trying to read right here. So the email, I have an email from Eastside Auto Sales. were the ones that serviced the service center for the interlock.
Mhm.
They had she had brought us that faulty device that was swapped out for a new one, as the
Mhm.
old device had hardware and software damage. They went
Okay.
ahead and sent out her old faulty home unit back to Intoxalock. This was, I'm not sure when this was written though. The person who wrote the email, his name's Antonio Espinosa, Judge.
Mhm.
But anyways, so she was swapped out to a new, and she's had more. This is not the first time she's had issues with the machine. She had
Mhm.
another faulty one. I don't know if you remember the last time we were here, it was also faulty. I think this is the second time she's had a faulty device.
If I may, Your Honor, yes, Mr. Ortiz kind of right. This is her second faulty device, but I spoke to Mr. Espinosa a couple of minutes ago, asking, you know, when was the last switch? When she did obtain her good device. Let's just put it like this. And it was on October the 2nd. So after October 2nd, I'm still having
Skips. Okay.
skips and missed. So nevertheless, I mean, yes, we give her the benefit of doubt, but because of the wire, there was two faulties, and then they ended up with two devices at the provider, and then she went and swapped them, and then they send it. Finally, she has the latest one, the newest one, with no problems since October the 2nd. And still yet, we still have skips and missed.
Okay.
And Judge, and you asked me earlier, I think when I talked to Ms. Corona, she had some issues with her alarm. You know, we've had remember I think we've discussed that before. I told her, please, you need to like 100%. I mean, you got to be on top of this thing. There's really, you know, I mean, but she's doing a much better job than before, Judge. I think she's doing better. I'm going to tell you right now.
Mhm.
However, she needs to do a better job on the machine. The good thing is that when she does blow into the machine, either late or, she's got to do it 3 times. They don't come out positive, so that's a good sign.
We've had no positives. So I do, really the monitor is the only thing, and I'm very encouraged. So, you know, Ms. Corona, what I'm hearing from probation right now, because as you and I have both know, either we're talking pre-probation, pre-plea or post-plea, we've had a lot of bumps, and this is the first time. But for the monitor, I'm hearing really good responses from probation in terms of your performance. So that goes a long way when I'm looking at then these monitor, some monitor non-compliance. I'm not telling you I'm looking the other way. What I'm saying is we're going to review. I seem to remember, was it last Christmas or the Christmas before the holidays? We tended to have a few hiccups. So I'm going to check in with her on December 14th. I'm sorry. Yes, December 14th. At 10 a.m. We'll do it via Zoom, and we'll get one more update. I'll get one more review of that monitor. If we continue to have issues on the monitor, Ms. Corona, I'm going to address it at that time. But if you can get on track and we have a good report, Mr. Ortiz, you know, I think we're in good shape. Then, you know, maybe we're at a point where after all of the everything, she's kind of settled in. And I just don't want any issues before Christmas. I don't know if there's last time she went out of town and we didn't know that. So there are things I just want to make sure we're still on track. And if we are, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to want her to come back for any more kind of, interim reviews unless I hear something from probation. But we'll come back on the 14th. Everything else is okay with you, Ms. Corona? Your kids are doing okay and everything?
Yes, I wanted to ask.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask. I don't know if there's something I need to tell my lawyer, Miss Mendoza. I want to see my grandparents. They're in Mexico. They're really sick.
So, Mr. Ortiz, you can help advisor. If you want a travel permit, I need to know specific, and then you submit that request through probation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'll address that with her, Your Honor. If I need to file a motion, I'll file a motion for permission to travel now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Mendoza.
Bye, Judge.
Thank you. Have
Bye.
a nice day.
Who's next?
Top of page 17, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022 0D00012, State of Texas versus Crystal Lynn Guillen. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state's ready.
Good afternoon, Roger Montoya on behalf of Crystal Lynn Guillen, ready to proceed.
Okay,
Justin Escobedo with the Adult Probation Department, Your Honor.
and it
Good
appears.
afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Escobedo. Good afternoon, Mr. Montoya. Ms. Guillen, if you're there, I need you to turn on your camera.
She might still be in the waiting room, Your Honor.
I see her on my screen. It says Crystal Guillen,
Oh, okay.
but she's muted and there's no video.
Let me text her to let her know she needs to turn that on, Judge.
Okay, thank you. There she is. Okay, I don't know if she's connected to audio. Ms. Guillen, are you connected? Okay, yeah, she is. All right, and Ms. Guillen is appearing remotely as well. We're here for a motion to recall capias or warrant. Mr. Montoya, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Yes. Article 42A.751 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure covers bench warrants in the probation context. It says at any time during the period of community supervision, the judge may issue a warrant for violation of any of the conditions of community supervision and cause the defendant to be arrested. Defendant arrested under this subsection may be detained in the county jail or other appropriate place of confinement until he can be taken before the judge. So it would appear, Judge, that the statute's intent is to take the defendant into custody until such time as they can be taken before the judge. I would submit that Ms. Guillen is before the court now. She has hired me to represent her. She's taken appropriate steps to be before the court today. And so I would submit to the court that having her arrested is not necessary at this point. Also, I don't think that the community is in any danger from my client. There was a recent incident that resulted in a misdemeanor criminal mischief charge. That charge has been dismissed, Your Honor. The charge of criminal mischief was dismissed, and so the only thing my client has pending at this time is the case at bar. I believe the community would be perfectly safe if my client were allowed to return to reporting to her supervision officer. And
So she doesn't want to sue him anymore? Isn't this the case summary where she had it out with Mr. Escobedo because she didn't want to turn herself in?
That would be correct, Your Honor.
Yes, my client had a false impression of how federal law works. I subsequently advised her as to the particular doctrine that she said she wanted to rely on. She understands now that it's not applicable to her case. I don't know if it's in the court's notes or if anyone is aware. My client's on the autism spectrum, Your Honor. But she does understand her responsibilities, and she stands ready to comply with all of her probation requisites, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Escobedo.
Yes, Your Honor. I did want to bring up to the court's attention, Judge, that she did fail to report for the months of June 2023 all the way to September 2023. What the probation department would be seeking at this moment in time is to have her report bi-weekly due to the months that she did abscond for probation, and we could have that as a remedy to make up for the lost time, Judge.
Why didn't she report June to September?
Judge, I
The
believe
last time that. Oh, I'm
Ms.
fine.
Guillen, let me speak with your attorney, and if he lets you speak,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
so be it.
Yes, ma'am.
my understanding, Judge, is that I think Ms. Guillen was under the false impression that she wasn't allowed to report to her probation officer once the bench warrant was issued. I'm not exactly sure how she formed that impression. It might have been something someone said to her that she misunderstood, but I can tell you that she made all of her appearances for her misdemeanor case, and whenever I set an appointment to speak with her, she would appear. She hasn't gone anywhere, Judge. She hasn't been out of the jurisdiction. I think this is all due to some misunderstandings. But Ms. Guillen is gonna report as instructed to whomever the court orders her to report, and she is committed to getting back into compliance.
And
Mr.
Your Honor, if I also may.
Hold on, Mr. Escobedo, let me ask you, so the bench warrant went out in July, but you're telling me she also did not report in June? Do you have notes regarding anything that happened in June? I know there was some information on the case summary regarding once the bench warrant was issued, there was a conversation where if she reported, I think you informed her that, you know,
The
she was
bench
gonna
warrant
be
would be
appointed.
served.
Yes,
Your Honor.
So what happened in June?
Yes, Your Honor. So I don't happen to have any notes pertaining as to why she had failed to report, Judge, but we do have her failing to report from June 2023 through July 2023 within that respective time frame.
Do you know, Mr. Montoya, why she didn't report in June?
Was that when the it might have had to do with her new arrest, or it might have had to do with the bench warrant, Judge.
Since she was only in custody. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Montoya. I apologize.
No, I'm sorry. I don't have that specific information, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, sir. To clarify on the matter, Judge, she was rearrested, and that was on June 12th, and she was released from custody, and that was on June 14th.
And when was she supposed to report?
Yes, Your Honor. So her report date for June, and I apologize, by the way. Go ahead and get that information. That was June 22nd, and that was going to be at 5:30, Judge.
Okay. Yeah, no. The request, did you have anything, Mr. Vandenberg?
No, I think it's covered very well. The only things that I would add is that the underlying facts for this case, it seems that Ms. Guillen has some mental health problems, but they have resulted in violence to her own mother and wrecking the car on I-10. Even when she was wrecked the car, she would not comply with police until ordered at gunpoint. The state has serious concerns about this type of conduct, and it seems to me that it did not end, but was just continued with Mr. Escobedo. And I just have concerns that she cannot control herself, that she is violent. She can harm herself, and she can harm other people, Your Honor.
Is there was she identified for any mental health screening as part of her conditions of probation, Mr. Escobedo?
So it was listed on the terms and conditions, Judge, but on the probation department side, we did not follow up with a Takumi screening at that moment in time. What it is that we can do at this moment in time, Judge, and I do take accountability for the situation, with the court's permission, if you would also be in agreement, Judge, we could be doing the biweekly reportings with Ms. Guillen, and also getting the Takumi appointment also obtained for her. So what the biweekly reporting would facilitate is closely monitoring Ms. Guillen, along with her potential EHN appointments as well.
Your Honor, we would most certainly comply with those requirements. No doubt about it.
Yeah, but see, this probation doesn't run on your terms, Ms. Guillen. So the request is denied. She needs to turn herself in. I'm not sure exactly why probation, when we do a mental health screen, it means like ASAP, right? And so that hasn't been done. We're looking almost a year into her probation and she hasn't been screened yet. She needs to turn herself in. Okay?
I didn't know that I would like to place the statement, please. Number one, I
Guillen,
did not. Yes, sir.
you know, it's best if you anything that you want to relate to the court should go through me. I understand your anxiety, ma'am, but whatever you say should go through me. It's the
need
reason
to
why
have
I
some.
represent you.
I would like some time to speak to my attorney to make a statement because there are some things that are false. There are some things that are being omitted, and I feel that because I am disabled, that I'm not getting justice in this case. So I'm going to petition that I have time with my attorney to give him the correct information that is necessary to pursue with my case to have that allocated. Because there are things also concerning my probation officer. He never told me that I had a mental health screening, and there are some additional things that caused for me not to turn in, but I did call. The only times that I
Ms.
didn't call
Guillen,
Mr.
let me
Escobedo.
stop you right. No, let me stop you right there. Mr. Montoya, I'm happy to put you in a breakout room right now. And then when you come back, if you want to get on the record for whatever reason, we'll do that. But I'll let you judge that. Okay? So
Thank you,
let's
Judge.
put him in a breakout room. Mr. Escobedo, just stand by and let's go to the next case.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Ms. Guillen, if you will go ahead and join that breakout room. All right. Who's
Next
next?
one is second one on page 17, Judge.
Okay, is Mr. Moreno here?
Yes, Judge. Cause number 2019-0D01765, State of Texas versus Jeronimo Robert Moreno. Announcement of council, please.
Chantal Ortega for the state. The state is ready.
Brianna Serrano for adult probation, Your Honor.
And Mr. Moreno is also appearing remotely. This is a probation status hearing. I thought I read in the case summary that he's been up to date with the restitution. Is that accurate, Ms. Serrano?
Yes, Your Honor, he does make a payment each and every time he comes in.
When does he term?
He terms, Your Honor, November 2nd of 2024. And he has paid $825 out of $2,000 that was ordered.
I saw some notations on the case summary regarding community service. So Mr. Moreno, basically we were checking in with you on the restitution matter. You're up to date, so that's very good. You also need to complete all the other terms, but the primary reason for today was for restitution. Ms. Serrano, did you have anything else for the court?
No, Your Honor, just trying to get him to complete the rest of the community service hours.
Right. Mr. Moreno, please, you need to work on all the conditions of your probation. Please do not or continue to do the restitution payments as needed. If we have any issues, Ms. Serrano, we'll come back, but for now, I'm not going to schedule him for anything else. He's to continue on supervision.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Moreno.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Thank you for your time. Who's next?
Judge, on page 18, the third on page 18, he's scheduled on the jail docket, Mr. Estrada, but he's not in jail, Judge, but he's here present.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
In cause number 2021-0D01176, State of Texas versus Luis Manuel Estrada. Announcement of council, please.
David Vandenberg on behalf of the state is ready.
No attorney? Is there someone from probation here?
Judge, I think I'm on the case. Rick Huffman from the Public Defenders for Mr. Estrada. I think we're on.
Oh, there you are. Yes, sorry. And who is taking care of this case for probation?
Judge, I'll go ahead and cover it.
Okay. So let me see. He failed to report March, April, June, TAP, anger management. 30 days and ordered onto substance abuse caseload. And we've already missed an individual session on the 17th. All right, so we've already missed 3 appointments, Mr. Huffman. So he's modified to substance abuse caseload. He's scheduled to report on the 15th. On September 29th, he was admitted into TAP. He missed individual sessions on October 17th and October 26th and group on October 25th. So.
Judge, could I get in a breakout? I was not aware. Could I get in a breakout room to see if there's some kind of explanation?
Yes, you can. Can we do 2 breakout rooms?
Never tried it, but I can try it, Judge.
I think.
I'm not sure. I don't know if you can. Maybe we can wait after. I'm sorry, Judge. I thought everything was okay. I just want to see if I can talk to my client for a little bit. But we can wait. We can wait.
We can come back to you, Mr. Estrada. Don't go anywhere. Who's next?
That was the last one, Judge.
That was the last one for the 1:30?
For the 1:30, yes, Judge. We
What
have
happened to
We
the
have in person.
Oh, it's in person.
Yes.